Hello, I'm just doing another video here. This is basically on a Numark total control. This one here, or yours of course, and it's basically a response to an email that I've received. They were having problems with sort of glitching sounds and crackles and pops. And the way to overcome that is I found that you've probably mapped too many controls to your controller within Traktor. So if you've got a fader or the rotary wheel, you can overcome that by just using like one command instead of multiple commands. So if you've got like mods, you can take those off. It might help your performance in that way. That's the way I've helped the guy overcome, or he's helped himself overcome the problem. With this video, I'm just going to basically explain my controller, how I use it for DJing. I'll also be uploading TSI files with this controller, with this video as well. I'll be uploading 3. The first one would be Numark's TSI file, the original default one. So if you've ever had any problems, you can always go back to this one, and you know this one will work. That will be basically everything it says labelled on this sort of skin for the Traktor control. There's also a flip one for Numark's Q, but I don't even use it, so no point. So the second one will be this one exactly. So I'll be explaining the one I use for my DJing setup. And the third one will be the one on the advanced LEDs. I've used a dB meter. It's one in my previous videos, so if you could go check that out, that'd be awesome. And that just explains basically how to get like sound levels from 2 different controllers, 2 different decks into the controller, and it just shows the levels. Really, it's just quite a cool effect. So yeah, what I'll do is go into Traktor, and I'll just basically explain everything that's going on with my controller. Hi, so this is the Numark Total Control. I'll just be going over a basic overview of the settings and mapping I've used for Traktor. Okay, so here we go. Here's 2 channels. You've got deck A here and deck B here. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up. At the bottom we have 3 buttons. First one is for our play pause. Our second one is a Q button, sorry. Then it's our C up or cup. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but that works very well. So once on release of this button, it will play. You might also have noticed that there's flashing lights. These flash in sync with the beat. Also, same here with the pitch fade. That flashes as well. We move up, we have a jog wheel, and this searches through our track. Above that we have 2 other buttons here. These control our nudge, so we can nudge our track back or forwards, like so. We have 4 buttons here. These control our effects, so you can see banks, effects 1, 2, 3 and 4 being controlled to the decks. This is also replicated on this side along with these buttons here and what have you. Above that we have 2 other controls. These aren't linked to anything. They used to be linked to a gain and a pan, but those aren't linked now. I will link them for the downloadable TSI, so you can have a play with that yourself. Above that we have 2 more buttons. These control our filters and our key of our track. Likewise, above we have those control to our knobs. like so. And then we go to our right hand side. We have 3 buttons here. We start out with the top. These 2 top ones here, as you can see, there's exactly the same on the opposite side. These control chain of 3 or a master advanced mode for effects 3 and 4. If we move down, we can flip between different effects on those channels. So if you want a filter or a gate or a beat masher, they're all there for you, just selecting these buttons here. Below we have a sync button, like so. And that syncs perfectly in time with the track. Okay, so we move on to the center section now. We have controls for our effect 4 and effect 3 here. Work from the top, we have our master volume. We have parameter 1, parameter 2 and parameter 3 mapped to these. What I also have is the buttons are linked. As you can see, they light up as well, depending on what's going on. And that's pretty much it really. We have a button here for turning our master effects on or off. If you've got them in a chain of 3, you can select each effect on or off depending. And there you got your master there. What else have we got? We've also got this button that turns when we've got it set to advanced mode. You can hit this button and that will turn the effect on and off. This one, dead at the centre. This is probably one of the most useful features you can use. This selects your track you want to play. So for example, I can select that, hit the centre button, and it loads up into my selected deck. For deck focus or deck select, you just hit that button below. This will select deck A, deck B, deck C or D, like so. And then you just hit the centre and you can play it on there. So that's pretty much the basics and understanding of this controller. Hope this has been useful. Practice and enjoy.